All right, welcome everybody. This is Coach Matt. I'm going to do the walkthrough video for the championship competition here at Gilbert. Disclaimer, this is just the general path. The obstacles will be different between the intermediate, advanced, 6 to 9, 10 to 13, all that good stuff. There are 18 points in total. The 14 plus might have an extra 2 points. But I will go over that the day of. But everybody's going to have a total of 18 points. So let's get started. The first obstacle is going to be the side shuffle. All right, you're going to start on this pad here. You're going to run up the 10-foot wall. Once you get your head above the lip of the wall, you're going to do like a little pull-up. Once you get your head above the wall, that's the first point. You are then going to side shuffle to the 8-foot wall, not getting on top, just a side shuffle, okay? Don't touch the blue line, right? You cannot touch the blue line. You won't get your second point if you do, okay? But you're gonna side shuffle to the 8-foot and come down to the bottom square of the wall. Don't touch the ground and I'll give you your second point. Second obstacle, you're gonna start right here on the wall. This is called topsy-turvy. You're gonna go across the upside down trapezoid pads, quad steps, pad, and land on the black pad. That's your landing platform, on or past. Every obstacle is on or past, and the posts can be in play. They are in play, sorry. Your first point on topsy-turvy is when you get to this step right here. Your second point is on or past the black pad. Then you're gonna come over to the third obstacle, monkey alley. We are gonna have either the rings, we're gonna use the bars, or we're gonna use the cannonballs, depending on the age group and the difficulty. You're gonna make your way all the way down. Your first point is when you get to the bar or whatever's hanging from it before the blue posts, okay? So that's gonna be your first point, just getting to that point right there. Your second point is when you land on that pad, that far pad right there. And again, we're gonna use different types of things. There's straps right here, but there will be something there, mainly for the advanced. It's gonna be a little bit of a surprise, but nothing too bad, nothing too bad. That is your third obstacle. Your fourth obstacle, spinning logs. You're gonna hop up on this octagon here and we're gonna go down the first part of the alley. We have 4 bars. There's a 2-foot gap, and then there's a 4-foot gap, and then there's a 4-foot gap, okay? Your first point is when you get to this last bar right here. That's your first point. From there, you are gonna go up to whatever's gonna be here, okay? So it's either gonna be something like this, but whatever's up here is going to spin, all right? It's gonna spin. So you're gonna have to grab onto it, come around it to this log, and then to this log, and then to this log, okay? This is gonna be a 2-point obstacle. The again, different for the advanced and the intermediate and the age groups, but your second point is when you either land on that pad right there or get to one of these logs, and I will go over that specifically for your age group the day of. This last log does spin, okay? So you're gonna wanna switch grip it. Moving on, that's the 2-pointer. Another 2-pointer. Here we have conquer your fear. All right, you're gonna start, you're starting just on the blue pad right there, and you're gonna climb up the rock wall with the face on it to that top rock hold. You're gonna cross over to that rock wall and get to that blue bar. There's going to be a trapeze and or another type of hold. Again, it just depends on the age group. And you are gonna grab it. Once you grab whatever that is, you get your first point, okay? You are then going to swing from there all the way down to this red ring, okay? Let me get a better shot of it. Okay, the blue bag will be there. Safety team will be in place, so no worries, but you're gonna swing from the wall down to that red ring right there. That's gonna be your first point. Your second point is when you land on this far pad right here, okay? That's gonna be your second point. And then we're gonna move on to the next obstacle. The next obstacle is called up downs. You're gonna go down the pipe balance. You're starting on the U-shaped pad. You're gonna walk down the pipe balance. It's angled, okay? Go across it, you're gonna walk up the log. This is your first point. Touching the log anywhere in between the bungees is your first point, okay? You cannot touch the pad, right? You can touch the bungees, that's fine. But first point, your second point is on or past this black pad right here, okay? Yeah, and that's it. Next obstacle, we have the falling steps. You're gonna start on this pad right here. You are then going to run up to this trapezoid, up to these quad steps that are Velcro to the wall. Here's a good visual of them. This one fell. You are gonna run, your first point is when you get to, sorry, let me get this. Okay. All right. Your first point is when you tap or touch the second falling step, okay? Your second point is when you land on that blue pad. Not that one, not the black pad, and not this one, okay? You only get your second point when you get to that blue pad. It is on or past, so if you land and then roll off, you're totally fine, okay? You're gonna wanna step high. I'll have some tape on here to show you like where to step, because if you step any lower, it'll just come right off the wall, okay? A lot of this will look scary. A lot of these obstacles will look scary, but it's not as bad as it seems. Once you're done with that, you're gonna run over this way to the beginning of the last alley. And here we have LACHE Alley. We'll just call it LACHE Alley. So there's either gonna be bars or trapezes, and you're gonna go from bar or trapeze to bar or trapeze. Your first point is when you get to this bar right here, okay, or the trapeze that's on it. Now, your second point comes from when you're gonna go from that bar or the trapeze that's on it and land on the trampoline and then bounce to that pad right there. Okay, that's gonna be your second point. Again, it's on or past, okay? The 10 to 13 advanced, or maybe just the 14 plus, we'll go over it the day of. We'll have to go to the salmon ladder, and that will be your second point, landing the salmon ladder. You younger kids, don't even have to worry about that. Your last obstacle, once you're done with that, you're gonna come over to this line, all right? You're gonna start behind this line, right here, okay? And you're gonna run up one of the two walls, depending on your age group. There's gonna be a buzzer at the top of the wall. This obstacle is called Beat That Wall, and it's 2 points. A tape marker will be up there, one of these tapes, I'll take the rest down, for your 1 point, and your second point is getting to the top of the wall and hitting that buzzer. Total of 18 points, and that is your walkthrough. If you have any questions, feel free to shoot me a message, and I will be glad to answer. And I will definitely be demonstrating a lot of the new obstacles the day of. So can't wait to see you guys. Practice well.